Break the board sports. It's your boy RJ Cash. Cole, click that like, hit subscribe. Let's get into this MLB part two on a Sunday. We already did part one. Couple of games in there I really like the Baltimore Orioles today. So just wanted to share that with you guys. Let's get into the slate. We got the LA Angels and the Cincinnati Reds. Now, this is minus 110 both ways. 61% of the ticket count, 57% of the handle. Going the way of the Reds, 39% ticket count, 43% of the handle going to the way of the LA Angels. Now, 8.5 is our total, 59% ticket count, and 71% of the handle is leaning towards the Cincinnati Reds here. Now, your pitching matchup for today, Angels come in 7-8. The Reds 9-6, playing very good ball, Francona's club. Reds yesterday 7-3. We gave them out on breaktheboardsports.com. Again, you go there, you can get the rest of the baseball season. It's like 7 months, guys. The NHL and NBA playoffs, all of it for $199. If we're not at least 30 units up by the first college football game, you get the first 8 weeks of college and pro football for free. No better deal. Or you can get one play a day, becoming entry-level capper here at Break the Board Sports on YouTube. Jose Soriano is going to get the call for the Angels. Now, in his first 2 starts, he's pitched really well. He went 8 innings, 10 strikeouts, only 1 run allowed against the Atlanta Braves, and then 6 innings, no runs against the Cubs. So he's pitched really well to start. Now, Andrew Abbott, southpaw of the Reds, he's been good as well, just not as good. 4 runs in his first start, but that was a little wonky against the Pirates. And then his last start, he went 5 1/3, 6 hits, 2 runs. And when I look at this, I actually like Soriano more. I like the Angels more, but I stayed away because the Reds, playing really good baseball, just didn't want to get caught in front of that. So I just ended up staying away from that game. I have no real lean. It would be a small lean Angels, very small lean, but ultimately not a play I'm going to bet. Again, if this is your first time watching, I give out leans, and then I'll give out maybe 1 or 2 of my official plays here on the show. Appreciate your support. The Milwaukee Brewers are laying 220 today at home. Washington Nationals plus $1.80. 78% of the ticket count, 83% of the handle is laying that 220. 22% ticket count, 17% of the handle taking the Washington Nationals plus the 180. Now, 8 is our total, 50-50 split on the ticket count, but 70% of the handle going over that 8, 30% of the handle going under. Brewers 8-6, Nationals 6-8, and surprisingly, the Nationals have taken the first 2 games of this series over the Milwaukee Brewers, which has been very surprising. Now, the Brewers, they've lost 4 in a row now after dropping the first 2 in this series to the Washington Natties. Zach Littell get the call for the Nats. He's given up 1 run and 3 runs. Gave up 3 runs there last year against the Dodgers. So far in 1 start this year, 5 innings, 4 hits, 1 run, 6 strikeouts against the Cardinals. Now, he faced the Brewers 3 times last year and never gave up more than 2 runs. The last 2 starts against the Brewers, he only gave up 1 run in each, so Littell has pitched well. Now, Brandon Woodruff, not looking like the Brandon Woodruff of old. His last start against Boston, 5 2/3, 8 hits, 5 runs, all of them earned. He had 2 starts against the Nats last year, struck out 8, struck out 10, but gave up 2 runs in each of them. When I look at this, I really like the Washington Nationals here, but I'm not going to step in front of them. I'm not going to bet on a team to get swept. I'll never do that. Just going to stay away. I can also see if you want to put the Brewers in your money line parlay, that would be something I think you could definitely look towards. Next game on the board, you got the Boston Red Sox at the St. Louis Cardinals. Now the Red Sox 5-9, the Cardinals here 8-6 on the year. Red Sox laying $1.25 plus 105 is the comeback on the Cardinals. 66% of the ticket count, 60% of the handle. Laying it with the Red Sox, 34% ticket count, 40% of the handle. Taking it with the St. Louis Cardinals. 9 is your total, 56% ticket count, 51% of the handle under. 44% ticket count, 49% of the handle going over in this one. Now, the Red Sox won 7-1 yesterday. Cardinals took game 1 of the series 3-2. Now the Red Sox are going to send Brandon Bello to the hill. Brian Bello to the hill. He's really, really struggled. 3 1/3, 5 hits, 4 runs, 3 of them earned in his last start against Milwaukee. Then in his first start of the year, allowed 6 runs, 5 earned in 4 2/3. Now, if you look at the Cardinals, Andre Palante, he's given up 2 runs and no runs, but it's only went 5 innings in both starts. Last year went 4 1/3, 4 hits, 2 runs, 6 strikeouts against the Red Sox. Listen, I lean Cardinals plus the money, but again, just a play. I ultimately just could not get to the window on here for Sunday. Next game, let's talk about the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Chicago Cubs. And the Cubs continue to struggle, man. This team has just not lived up to the hype so far. Their Mazadar 35 plus 115 the comeback on the Pirates, 63% of the ticket count, 70% of the handle, laying the buck 35 with the Cubs. 30% ticket count, 30% of the handle on the Pirates. 12.5, an incredible total here. I don't think I've ever seen a total that high. 72% of the ticket count, 62% of the handle going under. 28% ticket count, 38% of the handle looking over. Now, the Pirates 9-5, Cubs 6-8. Pirates, again, they've taken the first 2 games of this series 2-0 and 4-3. The Cubs need a win here to kind of boost them and get going. On the Bubba Chandler going to get the call for the Pirates. Now, in his first 2 starts this year, he's went 4 1/3 in both. Didn't allow a run, but allowed a hit against the Reds. And then his last time out against the Padres, again, 4 1/3, 5 hits, 3 runs there. The Cubs, Jameson Taillon, will get the call. His last start, 6 innings, 7 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned against Tampa Bay. That was in a loss 6-4. And then his first start against the Angels, 4 2/3, 2 hits, no runs. Ultimately, they ended up losing that one as well. Now, Taillon had 2 outings against the Pirates last year. The last one in September, 6 innings, 2 hits, no runs. The first outing, he gave up 2 runs. I like the Cubs to get back on track today. I lean the way of the Cubs. I think that's the only way you could end up leaning in this game is taking the Cubs here. Next game on the board, Texas Rangers at the LA Dodgers. Now, the Dodgers laying a buck 30 plus 110 to come back on the Rangers. 8.5 star total, 66% of the ticket count, 71% of the handle going over, 34% ticket count, 29% of the handle going under the 8.5. Now, when you look at the side, 76% of the bets equaling 60% of the handle is on the LA Dodgers, 24% ticket count, 40% of the handle on the Rangers plus the $1.10. Now, Rangers 7-7, Dodgers 11-3. Dodgers picking up right where they left off with their dominance. They've won the first 2 games of this series 8-7 and 6-3, looking very, very formidable. So Texas gets that sweep of the Mariners, then plays the Dodgers and gets boat race. Now, Jacob deGrom is going to be on the bump for the Rangers. Last year against the Dodgers, 7 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, 7 strikeouts. Pitched very, very well. In his first 2 starts this year, especially his last one out against Seattle, 5 innings, 1 hit, 1 run. And then his first starting against Baltimore, he gave up 3. Now, he'll be opposed by Roki Sasaki of the Dodgers. He pitched against the Rangers last year, lost that game, but he went 6 innings, 2 hits, 2 runs in that. When you look at this year, his last outing against the Nationals got roughed up. 5 innings, 5 hits, 6 earned runs. But his first start against Cleveland, 4 innings, gave up 1 run. So a little bit of a mixed bag. My lean here would be Rangers or none. You can find them as high as $1.17. That would be my lean, is to take the Rangers or nothing in this outing. 2 more games on the board to talk about here that I want to hop into. Let's talk about the Houston Astros and the Seattle Mariners. Now, the Mariners laying a buck 65 plus 135 to come back on the Astros. 28% of the ticket count, 59% of the handle going to the way of Houston. 72% ticket count, 41% of the handle going to the Mariners here. Now, 6-9 are both of these teams' records. The Mariners have won the last 2 games of this series, 9-6 and 8-7. They've won 5 in a row and 7 of the last 8 against Houston. Cody Bolton going to get the call for the Astros. His first start this year against Colorado, 4 1/3, 3 hits, 2 runs. Seattle's going to send Logan Gilbert. Last year, 2 starts against the Astros, gave up 1 run in each of them. His last outing against Texas, 6 innings, 6 hits, 2 earned runs. I know it's a high price, but I like the Mariners to keep rolling here. And then the Sunday night baseball game, you got the Cleveland Indians and the Atlanta Braves here. Indians won yesterday 6-0. Braves took game 1, 11-5. Both of these teams 9-6 on the year. Tanner Bobby gets the call. Bobby in his first 2 starts has only allowed 1 run. He's went 4 and 4 2/3. Chris Sale got roughed up by the Angels, giving up 6 runs his last time out. When you look at this line, Guardians catching plus at $60, Braves minus 195, 77% ticket count, 59% of the handle on the Braves. I stayed off this game, but there's no way from a value standpoint I would have to take Bobby plus the $60. Again, go to breaktheboardsports.com. 7 months of plays, NHL and NBA playoffs. If we're not a minimum 30 units up, you get the first half of football for free. Whether you fade or follow, hope you guys win your bets. God bless and happy handicapping.